Is there nothing there? No, it does say phase 7.
Actually it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So go to phase 6. There isn't a lot, though, of information. Right, let's read this for a sec. I'll make it bigger for you guys on stream. So hard mode. On hard mode, players will have the lone soul debuff. This prevents the use of heal. Oh yeah, we already know that. So phase 6, an engulfing shadow spawns in the middle of the arena. Right, so that's the core.
That's a big ball, yeah.
Yeah. 2 sets of hieroglyphs spawn on either side of the arena. Only one of the hieroglyphs will illuminate regardless of side.
So you will never be able to solo it. Because you always need 2 people for that.
Yeah, you always need 1 person platforming, 1 person hieroglyphs, yeah. Click on that hieroglyph, you will spawn on an elevated platform. To progress, you have to kill a minion on the platform. When the player gets the Tumikin's Light, Amascut will summon clone. Okay, so they don't explain very well there. That's pretty crap. So basically what's happening though, we think, is that when they jump on the platform, based on whatever symbol is on the platform they are on, it will highlight, I've watched it on stream, it highlights it on the bottom, and then the player has to stand on that or click on it, right? They have to stand or click. We don't know if it's a click. I didn't look that closely. But you
just stand on it.
Yeah, you just stand on it. We actually don't see if they click it because it's from the RuneScape stream angle. It's not a POV of a player, but let's say they just stand on it. Now, I don't know why people were failing that early on. It must be more difficult than that because a lot of teams are failing.
Because you have a timer up there and you have to get to the top before the timer ends.
So it's a DPS race for the person going up.
Also, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let's just hope you get wand procs. All right, we'll see what
that's what necromancy is OP, right? You just...
Is it though? Because I don't know. Because I thought necro's only good with high burst damage on 1 target, and then all your damage just disappears. So I don't know if it is.
Sure, but you do have the insta kill thingy.
Oh, the death mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. One way to find out. Exactly, we're gonna get there. All right. When the player gets the Tumikin's Light, which this looks badass, by the way. Like, it's so epic doing that roll and doing any rolls in this fight. It's so cool. So you get the Tumikin's Light. That's why that's following people, by the way, I think. So
yeah,
they come down with that. Right, this is the bit we don't actually see a lot of, because they must get through it quickly. Amascut will summon clones that the players need to kill. So that's another DPS race.
I think each player has a clone. And I believe it's like 100 or like 150k HP.
Yeah, that would make sense, actually. Yeah. I mean, maybe there are some scaling aspects there, yeah. Each person gets a clone. Could be. It could be, or not. Like, it could just be.
Like, after you kill the clones, it's like a massive DPS check to kill her before the bar dies.
So you've got...
you get a big hit.
There's only 1 person jumping at once, isn't there? From what I can tell. So, like, on the platform.
Or is it 2 sides?
I feel like it's just 1, but I don't know. They only ever showed 1 on the stream. So let's presume it's 1, but I don't know. So they platform to get Tumikin's Light. Then they have to kill clones, which is a DPS race, kind of, although I don't think that's probably that hard. And then they have to DPS race the boss. That might be where they try and get as much damage as possible to deplete it. So wait, after they can start damaging the boss to deplete the black HP to skip the massive special. Okay. So when they're DPSing the boss, it's almost like the DPS in the shadow kind of shield or the shadow ball or whatever. Like they're effectively trying to, we're trying to stop Amascut from unleashing that shadow ball, I guess, you know. They said it's 1 platform. It's only 1 platform. The second is there because in the beginning it was hard locked for 4 players. This way it requires 2. Right. Okay. So you have to damage the boss to deplete the HP, skip the massive shadow special attack. After that, they continue DPSing the boss up to 600k or the end of the disorientated state. So the lower you get it, the better off you're going to be going into phase 7. So let's read phase 7. This is cool. Let's see if this gives us the answer, which everyone's looking for from watching those kills. And then we'll watch it. Probably would have been better watching it, actually, and then looking at this. I don't know. Which way do we do this? Do we just read it first?
Phase 7. So basically...
Let's read it first. Enrage mode isn't out at the moment. They're looking at releasing it this morning, they said. I reckon most of the devs are asleep. So hopefully they bloody wake up because I'm off work today. All right. What were you saying, Chewy?
Nothing. Just read it.
Should we read it and then we'll watch it?
Yeah.
Okay. So phase 7, the key is the chain conduit coming from Tumakin. It's needed to reflect it.
That's where she says like, give me head or something, or like give me.
Yeah. She literally points to one, right? And she there's like a gold, there's a gold projectile that goes to one of the statues. So it's needed
if you don't conduit that, you get insecure, I believe, right?
Right. So it's needed to reflect it around the statues by standing between each of them. So the light bounces off each corner, which will stagger Amascut. After that, it begins the next phase of the fight, which is similar to Nikatra with the floor. Right, okay, so that's the Nikatra attacks. Amascut will periodically yell and target various areas for follow-up attacks. So I think this is going to be the balls that appear that seem to be exploding. So maybe Soulfire Waves.
Those.
Oh, you just click them?
Soulfire Waves is just a Nikatra mechanic.
Right, so the balls will appear regardless or not? Like, do they just appear and you have to click them?
Do you remember the balls from Raksha? The purple, like...
oh, yeah, and you have to click them. Yeah.
I think it's like that.
Yeah, if it's like that, this is crazy. They've literally combined, like, 8 bosses into one boss.
I mean, well done. Like, it's a really cool concept.
Okay, let's read this, and then we're done, yeah? And then we'll watch the kill, because this is a video right here, to be honest, like explaining phase 6 and 7. So, Soulfire Waves. This attack deals magic damage and travels as a wave of soulfire down the length of the arena. I can't remember seeing that much, unless they're on about that being the Nikatra mechanic, I don't know.
That's the Nikatra mechanic,
Right, okay. Cool, I won't go into that then. Hieroglyphs. This grid attack begins in and starts phase 2. So, phase 2 of phase 7, I guess they mean. Like the second part. Large squares of the arena become marked to explode.
Also Nikatra mechanic.
Yeah, okay.
So these are both from Nikatra.
Plus damage. The size of these marked squares effectively makes 3x3 grid. Oh, right, okay. So literally, I mean, there's not much. So the conduit is what you have to really figure out. And then once you figured that out, it's dodge and kill.
Basically,
Right, let's see how often they have to do the conduit thing. I mean, maybe they only have to do it once because they've got the boss so low.
She says the name of the statue, you have to provoke her towards the statue. Each statue has a different mechanic.
Yeah, I think there's definitely going to be more to like this conduit thing. And you have to be so quick to react to it, don't you? I think this is where practicing
Is it depending on which statues he says first? It's like a different special attack.
Well, yeah, let's watch it and see where the team go and what they do. That might tell us the answer straight away. Because she does target a statue. I just don't know if she targets more than that one statue, right? So let's see what she does. So I think this is enough information. Let's watch the kill. We'll find the kill, and then we'll go from there. Okay?
Yep, sounds good.
Let's see.
You had to find it first, though.
Yeah, I know.
It's towards the end of the stream.
This is it, right?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Okay. Let's watch it all, Chewy, and don't pause it, okay? I'm not going to pause it. We'll study it after.
Okay, so it's kept. You cannot hit now.
Correct. So they've spread into each quadrant, ready to conduit, I think.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Atmacan. So they've already clicked Atmacan early.
Yeah.
They blocked it.
Yeah,
okay,
they blocked it.
They're blocking it.
That's all you have to do.
Literally block it. Oh my god, so that's why they're in quadrants. And then all they're doing is dodging and killing?
Easy. Yep.
That's easy? Yep. Oh my god. That's all they had to do. God, the other teams must be kicking themselves.
Oh my god, that looks so easy. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Obviously, they did tons of damage.
They did a lot of damage. Okay, pausing it there. They did a lot of damage, so they made that last phase easy. I've heard that if you don't do as much damage, I think you can end up going in at 2 mil. So ultimately, all that's going to happen there is you're going to have to dodge a lot more, right? Now, I have a feeling, though, I have a feeling if she's got high health and just in general, if you're not damaging enough,
this is like
if she's not, let me speak. If she's not damaging, if you're not damaging enough as a team, I think she may do the attack again on a statue, and you have to block it again. That's a theory.
That's the thing, though. They went in with only 600k HP remaining. We've seen people go to P7 with like 3 million HP remaining.
That's what I'm saying. So if you end up going into the last phase with too much HP, obviously there's a higher chance you're going to die from dodging. They hardly had to dodge anything there. That was easy for these caliber of players.
Yeah,
that's easy for us.
That's the question, though. Is it only going to be like the squares on the last 600k HP, or is it going to be the entire wave 7?
Yeah, that's what I think. It's going to be the entire wave 7, which I think it's going to be the entire wave.
So. I think it's just going to be the last 600k.
Nope, I disagree. I think it's the whole phase.
I've seen more special attacks she's done in P7 than they showed. She also did like the bend the knee part on P7 at some point.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So you're saying, is it all the time? Right. I know what you mean. Yeah. It might not be waves all the time. Yeah. Okay. I know what you're saying.
Also, they didn't get the green balls.
Yeah, they didn't get the green balls. They didn't get the bend the knee. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So she has like a whole bag of special attacks, unless that's depending on the statue you're at that she chooses, right?
Or is it a consequence for doing it wrong, you know? Like, you're trying to stagger Amascut, right, to stop her from doing an attack. All the other team attempts that we've seen, they didn't block it, and the orb spawned. Yeah. Well, the ones I've seen, they just didn't block it, and some people did get insta-kill, correct. The ones who survived ended up having to deal with the orbs, and had to deal with the bend the knee, and eventually they died.
I think the ones that survived just signed or Ring of Dead, like.
So there's not a lot of information there, because the HP was so low, and once they blocked it, it was literally a guaranteed kill at that point.
Yeah, so
but I don't think
you want to make sure you do a lot of damage all fight.
Correct.
Like,
and I think that's going to be the difference that separates a lot of people, even us. Like, I can't, these guys are like the best in the world. They've got it to 600k. Like, I think maybe they didn't the first time, though. Obviously, they've got there a few times. So I think it's going to take like optimizing your damage, trying to make this phase as easy as possible. But this phase might not be too bad once you understand the block mechanic. If you can click on all those orbs, take it slow, maybe immortality, maybe you can get the kill without going crazy with damage,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just it's lowering down the chances of you dying, right? But that's awesome.
Get it to 600k. I feel like the last phase is just easy.
Yeah, and that might be the method.
HP.
Correct. Yeah. That might be the method, though. Like if you can figure out how to optimize the phases before it, make this one dead easy. Don't know. It's brilliant when things click together, like they properly nailed it, because they just made that look so easy at the end. But we'd have to watch the whole kill, I think, to see how they... Let's watch the platform thing, yeah? So that's phase 6, isn't it? We'll watch the platform thing of what we read through, and let's see how good they do it. Getting the ad down, and then watching the person down here, standing on the platform, and see how quick they have to, stand. Is this collapse timer going down as well, based on how quick they're doing this? Probably, right? So...
That's just the time you have up there. You don't make it in time. I think you just die.
Yeah, let's see where it starts. Oh, they've gone to someone else now. Oh, did they come back when they're already up there? No, they don't. Oh. Okay, let's just watch from here and it'll go on to it. There we go. So yeah, person down there stood on it. So yeah, the collapse is happening. 20 seconds. God, that's not a lot of time, is it?
You probably have more time on lower enrage, right?
Yeah. So that was an asphyxiate. They used fractured staff of Armadillo spec. Oh, the Gothic staff spec or something they're using all the time there.
Yeah, that's just a massive burst damage.
Yeah, I think they're doing Gothic staff spec because the Adrens, something like that. Yeah, boom. Okay. So they do maybe a threshold or a basic, then Gothic staff, right? So they do just one. If they get through that platforming once, that's it. They come down. Clones are out, right? Yeah, mini clones. Look at these little tiny cats, dude.
They hit quite hard as well, right? So
what
do
are they
stack
praying?
them up here?
Melee? No, they're not even stacking them. They're actually just killing each other. They're killing each other's, right? Killing
so
one
everyone
at a time.
has their own, and the base also still gets attacked, right?
Yeah, I mean, why is that one still got health and that one still got health?
I think everyone just helps the base afterwards, right? Or can you not attack each other's ones? You probably can.
Yeah, I think you can definitely attack each other's because this person here attacked the one over here. So.
Oh, yeah.
So they've got, I don't know what's happened. Like that's, oh, they've got to beat this, have they? Like this special bar coming down, maybe?
Yep, that's the DPS check.
That's the DPS check, yeah. But they're all in sun. Okay, they've still got time. She's charging up, ready to take him to the next phase, and they're still able to DPS. Yeah, that's massive.
Yeah, they're like over DPS it, basically.
Yeah, the over DPS. So this is beautiful here, because the quadrant idea, boom, 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 blocking it. We'll watch this again, and then, because it's so quick. At McKen. I mean, that charges, you get loads of time as well, so even if you weren't in quadrants, for whatever reason, you could bladed dive to it. I mean, oh, this guy died, no way. I think they were getting excited. That's huge. I'm just gonna, let's watch the Atmaken thing again once more and just see if there's something we're missing. So, I'm sorry, Atmaken. Tumaken sparked something over there. And then, I think he literally is just blocking it then. I don't think there's anything else going on. No, he is going over to it as well. I think he has to tag it as well. I think he's tagging it. Yeah, I think he's clicking the statue. So that's why they have to be in the quadrants, because you have to be there ready to tag it after Tumaken hits the statue with something. You tag it and then block it. That makes sense, because maybe it's similar to like, maybe they're empowering or cleansing it, right? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah, and then they block it. It goes off here to the side. And then, I mean, something's going back somewhere. I don't know, but I guess that's relevant. Maybe it's like bouncing back to Amascut to stagger her. Oh yeah, it's staggering Amascut, right? So if you block the attack, maybe he clicks it again, maybe. And then it empowers it. But ultimately it's going back into Amascut. And it staggers Amascut. So she's chilling. In which point the squares come out. Maybe this bar starts charging down. Or not. No, she's just staggered. She's massively staggered right now. Oh, then she comes up, then she does the squares. I will not suffer this. Right. Okay, someone in the chat has said something really important here, which could be massive, but it could be some break. Is that like 100% or is that just a theory? So someone in the chat has said that maybe this person over here is also provoking Amascut to make sure she faces towards Atmaken. I'm not sure if that's true. Okay, okay, so they don't click the statue, they voke it to attack that statue. Okay, 100% confirmed. Brilliant.
You have to voke it to the statue that she
You have to voke it. Correct. Yeah, they're not actually clicking it, they're just being on the statue, so the attack goes towards the statue, I guess. Or they block the attack, I don't know. Either way, they're voking the boss to face the statue. Okay. That she calls out. That's brilliant. Really, really great knowledge there, chat. That's why streaming is fantastic. I wouldn't have seen that. Brilliant. Okay, so all they're doing is provoking it. Brilliant. There you go. There's your answer. That's P7. Obviously, their HP is really low. There's other stuff that goes on that we've seen in other kills. So based on the HP, she'll probably start spiraling and going into other things. And honestly, depending on the HP, she might end up doing that conduit thing again. And you'll have to voke her towards the statue that she calls out. And towards, I mean, you don't even need to necessarily look to the one she calls out. I don't know the order in which it happens, but you can literally see the gold conduit go to the statue. So you could always go off that. Oh, okay, and the mechanic shows up depending on which statue needed to be shot. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so because it was Atmaken, that's the squares. Ah, right, okay, so if it's someone else, it may be the orbs. So you want to get lucky and get the squares. You want to get
the orbs aren't
Atmaken.
that bad.
They aren't
You
if you
just
can
click
click
them as fast as possible, right?
Yeah, if you're all alive, yeah, sure. If you're all alive and you just click them and focus on that instead of damaging a Amascut, then yeah. Okay. Okay, they're on about a debuff mechanic. Squares might just be something that happens. So someone in the chat has said, the mechanic after the statue depends on the statue. So Atmaken gives the burden debuff. So it's the one that you have to pass along to everyone else.
So you just group up and that's it.
Yeah. Scabaras spawns scarabs. That makes sense. And Kronda spawns 2 crocodiles. Ooh, I've not seen the crocodiles actually in this phase.
So it's a complete gamble on phase 7.
Yeah, it's RNG, which is definitely going to spice it up and keep it interesting, right? The tiles are going to happen regardless. Yeah, but we do need more information. Okay, brilliant. That's what we know so far. Hopefully that, yeah, I just thought that'd make a really interesting video, kind of unpicking and studying the kill and then comparing that to the wiki notes. I think we're definitely in a much better understanding of what's going on. And then ultimately, you just want to build up your enrages and just try and keep making it harder for you or your team. And just keep getting more comfortable and keep kind of building up the enrage with it being an enraged boss fight. Enrage mode should be out today on the 5th of August. And yeah, Alan, do you have anything else to say, Chewy?
No, just looking forward to it.
Yeah, man.
And I'm wondering like how they're gonna distribute Jesus, I can't even speak right now. The mechanics from 100% to 500% to 1,000. When do they add something, right?
Correct. Yeah, it might be interesting to see how they incrementally make it harder. Yeah, like when are there other mechanics that are locked out until you get to
people are
500?
Gonna get a massive surprise at 4K enrage, right?
Yeah, true.
I think some of these top teams they missed out on talents and shit, right?
Yeah, true. I think some of these top teams, rather than farming loot, like they're already rich anyway, they might go for keep climbing. They might just try and keep climbing and just keep having fun that way. We'll see. For us, we're just going to jump in and start on the enrage mode and just work our way up with whoever is in our team and go from there. But yeah, thanks guys for watching today's video and I'll see you guys in the next one.